Hi! Today I'm bringing back the worst trend on YouTube. Clearly you guys are not afraid to ask these questions because you asked them and now I'm answering them. So the title is incorrect. Anyway. Yes, I am making another video under the title that kind of haunts me, kind of blossomed my entire YouTube career, whatever. I asked you guys all on Instagram to send me any questions that you guys have for YouTubers that you're too afraid to ask, and I'm gonna answer them. Don't be mad if it doesn't apply to you, it's about me, so shut up. So many men were so pissed off in my video of a guy answering questions girls are too afraid to ask. They're like, this is not all men. And it's like, relax. Calm down. Also, before we get started into this video, make sure that you subscribe if you want to be nasty, and if not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure to have your bell notifications on so that you know every single time I post, or else you are gross. Yeah, let's just get started with this video. I don't want to waste your time. Also, I kind of feel like a Teletubby today, so I don't feel that great about myself, and the longer I look at myself in the viewfinder, the worse it's gonna be. First question, do YouTubers sell their soul? Yes, I did sell mine. Believe it or not, YouTubers don't get paid that much for their souls, not nearly as much as like mainstream media celebrities. So it wasn't like that good of a deal. I don't feel comfortable sharing the number with you, but yes, I did sell it. Kind of wish I had it back sometimes, but yeah. How hard is it really to be a YouTuber? I'm gonna put it very, very simply and straight to the point. If it were easy to be a YouTuber, then everybody would do it successfully. There's a reason that there's so many channels out there that are abandoned after the first few weeks of making videos. I'm a prime example of this because I had like 5 YouTube channels before this channel. In terms of like growing a channel and having an audience and everything, it's not easy in the slightest. Some people it comes very easily and naturally and overnight sometimes, but that's not the case for most. Does the magic of YouTube fade away? In a sense, yes. Okay, so when I worked at Chipotle, I can say it, I quit. Chipotle. When I used to work at Chipotle, the magic of Chipotle slowly faded away. It very quickly faded away. I was a huge Chipotle fan. Like, I loved it so much, and then once I saw how the food was made, I mean, it's made great and everything, but it loses its magic touch. I guess in the sense that like I will watch other people's YouTube videos and I will know how they did an edit like that, or I will know exactly how they plan this type of video or how they made something, and then it just kind of like takes away from the touch of it all because I know how it was made. I don't know. How do you determine real friends and fake friends that use you for views? I've been very, very lucky. I don't have friends who use me for views. If anything, most of my friends are like, I don't want to be on camera, which is totally fine because I don't really enjoy filming with other people in the first place. But I 100% have had people like reach out to me, especially at my college or my hometown, being like, oh my god, we should film this together, or oh, you should pull out your camera right now. It's like, I'm not stupid. I don't know. It's very obvious. You can just tell when a friend is in it for another reason, which is so stupid. So I just don't associate with people like that anymore. How much money do YouTubers make and why do they hate talking about it? Okay, so I was gonna edit a whole montage of all the questions around the screen of how many times people ask me how much money we make. It would be too much. Honestly, I think I'd also be a little bit too lazy editing, just being honest. I'll answer the latter question first. Why do YouTubers hate talking about how much money they make? I think YouTube is one of the only careers that people are so curious and very forward about asking how much money they make. For example, like when I worked at Chipotle, why am I talking about Chipotle twice in one video? When I worked at Chipotle, we could literally get fired for talking about how much money we made, which I think should totally be normalized in the workplace for you to be asking your coworkers how much you guys are making, because you could be getting underpaid and you'd have no idea. However, YouTube being kind of a job where it's self-employed, I still kind of don't know if it's considered being self-employed because I've only gotten paid by YouTube for the last 11 months. But a lot of it is very personal because you're not just telling like one person or a friend, you would be telling your entire audience, which could be thousands and thousands of people, of how much money you're making. I personally have severe money guilt issues. I don't like people asking me how much money I spend on things, period. And I don't like anyone knowing how much money I have and dictating how I spend my money. It's just a personal thing, and I'm pretty sure all of you who have jobs probably don't feel comfortable telling the entire internet how much you're being paid as well. With that being said, I'll explain briefly how YouTubers get paid. Most YouTubers, like myself, get paid through YouTube AdSense, which is all the ads that run on videos. We get a percentage of that. YouTube takes a big chunk of it. That used to be my main source of income until I got sponsors. So sponsors are now my biggest source of income, as well as a lot of YouTubers. Other YouTubers will also have merch, which is, I heard, a very good source of income. I don't have merch yet. I wanted to have merch, But with everything going on in the world, I don't feel like it's right to have people working in factories and making products and risking their health during a pandemic just so that somebody has a sweatshirt. It just doesn't feel right now. So I am holding off. I'll tell you this. There are videos on my channel that have made me just enough money to wipe my ass with. There are videos on my channel that have made me enough money to make groceries for the week. And there are videos on my channel that have helped me provide for my living expenses for a few months. It's very broad, it doesn't make sense, and it just varies. You literally never know how much money you're gonna make that month. So for me, luckily, I'm able to live comfortably just doing this as my job. I was able to quit my Chipotle job, I was able to quit my babysitting job, I was also able to quit my RA job and be comfortable. Why so many ads? Like I said before, it's how we get paid. Especially if you're a YouTuber who's not doing sponsorships or not doing a lot of sponsorships, that's pretty much your only source of income is by ad revenue. I know as a viewer it sucks sometimes getting ads, but then again, you can have ad blockers if you really wish, so you can also skip ads. In a sense, I view it as when I'm watching like my favorite creator, like I'm not paying them for their content and they spend hours putting in the work for making this like beautiful video for me. And if I get to watch it for free, the least I can do is just like skip through an ad or watch the ad or whatever I choose to do. I literally used to be an advertising major and I know that we are in a very ad-driven world, but I just kind of like have blocked it out at this point. Do you like it when people come up to you or does it make you uncomfortable? I've gotten approached by some of you guys a few times in the last year, which has been so cool. It's mainly at my college because people will watch like my college videos before either coming to Temple or something like that. The only thing that makes me uncomfortable is myself. I never feel uncomfortable about the person. Well, there was one time when a guy came up to me while I was talking to a friend, like right in the middle of campus outside, and he was like, "You're a YouTuber. What's your name?" And like, that's fine. You don't have to know my name, but he like interrupted a conversation and promoted his own music to me and didn't know my name. Not a big deal. If anything, like after I meet someone, I will just like sit and think to myself for a very long time and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Oh my God, why did I talk like that? Oh my God, am I mean? Am I like," it's just like me being paranoid. One time I drove home from a Conan Gray concert with someone who watches my videos, hi Beth, and that was like the sweetest thing ever because we were total strangers and we were in a car together and we both could have killed each other because we didn't know each other, but it all worked out. So Beth is great. Have you ever taken a video down and why? Yes, I actually took down quite a few videos the last couple weeks. I think I took down like maybe like 10 or so. The reason I took them down, not because there was anything offensive in them. I took them down because I was kind of embarrassed by some of them. I realized like, okay, this video I totally made because I just wanted it to get views and then it didn't get views and then I was upset. I didn't even like the content or the quality of it. This video is not my best work. I definitely could have done better on this. I had deleted a video in the past before because someone in my family asked me to take it down because it made them uncomfortable. So, have you ever forgotten to edit something embarrassing out? Wow, yes. Basically, my last video, I DM'd my subscribers' crushes, and I said that I was going to be bleeping out the names of the crushes, blah, 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 blah. I have gotten so many comments, people putting the timestamps of the times that I forgot to bleep something out. I've gotten DMs, people being like, "Hey, you forgot to bleep this out." I know! Have you ever made a mistake in your life before? It's not even that big of a deal because the people's last names were not in it. There was no way that you could even find those people. But yes, I have forgotten to edit something out. We're humans. We make mistakes. There's nothing that I can do now. Is it awkward when people from school know your channel? No. I make videos so that people can watch them. If I was embarrassed that people from school saw them, it's kind of silly. Is YouTube toxic? No, I don't think so. I think it depends who you surround yourself with. I guess if you're like surrounded by YouTube drama, then I can understand why you would think it's toxic, but I've had nothing but a positive experience with it, so no. Is it worth having a management team? So I got managers at the beginning of this year, and for me personally, it's been entirely worth it. I definitely needed help when it came to talking to brands and talking with sponsorships and knowing what my rate even was. I had no idea how to do any of that kind of stuff, and it's kind of embarrassing to ask like other YouTubers because I don't want them to feel like I'm using them just to get info out of them. My managers, Matilda and Mackenzie, hi, mwah, mwah, that was so gross. They helped me with so much more than I thought that a management could help me with. I don't think everyone needs management though. I think if you have good enough business skills yourself, and especially someone like me who's also still in school and needs help balancing all these things out, it helped me so much to have an extra pair of eyes or 2 pair of eyes to like look over stuff for me. Are YouTubers actually friends with each other? Yeah. I have a few YouTube friends, like probably could count them on one hand. maybe 2. I don't have many friends that are YouTubers at all. I think people think that just because you do YouTube, then you're all like connected and you're all friends and stuff. It's like, that's not the truth. Just because I know this one person doesn't mean that they know who I am. But the people that I am like friends with, I haven't really hung out with except like one of them. So I think it just depends. Do you find comments like small creator / YouTuber here annoying? Okay, I low-key used to be one of these people. Like, I would comment on other people's videos with the sole purpose of hoping that people would come back to my channel, which I think is wrong. So basically what this person's asking is like, there's people who will comment on YouTube videos and be like, oh my god girl, this video is so great. By the way, small YouTuber here. And I just uploaded the video. Like, they commented within the first like 10 seconds. I know you did not watch the video. The reason why it's like annoying, I guess, is because you're promoting yourself on someone else's work. I'm all for self-promotion and everything, but I think when you're using other people as like a stepping stool, I don't really like that. I just wouldn't do that now as a person, especially. How do people in your life see YouTube as being your job? Do they take it seriously? I don't really know, to be honest, and I don't really care. I don't know, I've heard like only positive things from people. Like, my family is very, very supportive. Like, they'll proudly tell my family back in Poland, be like, yes, Nicole, she does videos online. People watch her, very good. And then they'll watch it and then they don't know what I'm saying, but they'll still watch them. And so I respect you and I appreciate you. I feel like it became a lot more respected once I started to gain subscribers and when I was able to quit my jobs. Because when I first started my YouTube channel, I remember my coworkers did make fun of me for it and they were like, the f are you doing making a YouTube channel? And now it's like, well, I got to quit that job and now I do this. I don't really hold any hard feelings, but does it bother you when TikTok people get more famous for putting in way less effort than you? No. Someone else's flame doesn't take away from the brightness of yours, whatever that quote is. If someone's doing awesome on another platform, that doesn't take away from me doing awesome, you know? Also, there are TikTokers out there who put so much effort into their TikToks, it's ridiculous. Yes, a TikTok is shorter, but the work that they have to put in it, like, who cares? Jumping Spider and Roy Carney, I think, both put in so much effort into their TikToks, definitely deserve all the views, all the love. So no, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Why don't you just work all week long and then do nothing on the weekends like normal people? Why attack me? Why do I need to be attacked? Okay, great question. Here's the thing. I've tried, okay? I've tried to make my work week very strict from Monday through Friday, certain times, and then I'm not gonna do anything on the weekend. And truth be told, shit happens. I personally think my room looks best at night. It's not nighttime right now, but I personally think my room looks best at night, so I choose to film most of the time very late at night. I also will only film when I'm in the mental mood for it. Like, if I don't feel like talking or if I don't feel like I can be fun on camera, then I just simply will not pull the camera out. Like, I just won't do it. So with that being said, that kind of like limits me to what times I can film. Also, I'm taking online classes right now. I don't remember the last day that I've had like a genuine just day off. Like, just do anything I want. It's hard. I'm really working at it. Are you really in it for the joy of making videos, or are you in it for the money and the fear of disappointing your audience? If I was in it for the money, I would not have stuck around for as long as I did. Like I said, I did not start getting paid until 1 year into making videos, so that meant 1 year entirely of making 0 cents off of any of my videos. And then even the first month that I did get paid, it was not much at all. I've always loved making videos. This is my passion. I've never felt more alive than since I started YouTube back up again. No, I really am in it for the videos, but I know that that's not everyone. How does getting a sponsor work? Do you actually recommend the product? Sponsorships will usually reach out to me in my business email. Yeah, they'll just basically be like, we're interested in you. Sometimes you might have to hop on a call. They'll tell you what you need to do for the video. You make a decision if you actually want to work with the brand. They'll send you the product, and then you pick a date essentially when the video will go live. You have to submit it a few days beforehand so that they can review it. It's kind of a long process, to be honest. It's not very like quick. Personally, me, I will only ever recommend products that I genuinely love and enjoy. I will never ever promote something that I don't like. For example, like I did a sponsorship with Casetify a couple videos ago. I've always wanted to work with Casetify. Like, I was so excited. There's an ad circulating around with my face on it for Curology. I love Curology. I've been using them strictly every single night for the past few months. I just will not work with a brand who I don't find myself liking. What is the hardest part of your job? I think the hardest part is now constantly having to explain myself. Like, before doing YouTube and social media, I never had to explain myself or my reasoning for things or why I did certain things. I just never had to explain it to anybody because it was like nobody's business. I just lived for me, and I still do live for me, but now I just feel like I always have to explain myself. I think another hard thing is that it's just constantly like go, 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 go. There's never a time that you stop, because when you make one video, great, that video's done and over with, now you have to make the next video, and then when that's over you have to make the next video. Like, it's just never a time to sit back and like pause. What does your setup look like? Like, actually, how messy / crazy does it get? Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, so this is my chair. I put a blanket on it. I put my IKEA mirror right over there. I put my camera in my tripod, whatever. I use this mirror because I like the lighting that it gives. iPad with all my questions. Rearrange my pillows so that it looks nicer in the background. Currently, it's not that bad. Sometimes it can get really messy, especially when I work at my desk, because I have a lot of different like lighting setups going on, but I like what I use for this. I think it's fine. I just always have a very big emphasis on making the background look pretty. Like, if the background doesn't look pretty, then I don't even want to film the video. What are you going to do if YouTube got taken down? I kind of hate this question. Like, what's your plan B if YouTube stops? What are you going to do if your career ends? Like, because like, let's say for example your friend works at like an insurance company, and your friend loves the job at the insurance company, and then one day you just ask your friend who works at the insurance company, hey, what are you gonna do when the insurance company gets shut down? You don't really do that. What kind of mentality is it to think like, okay, what's my plan B? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people think like that, but for me, this is always what I wanted to do, and I think if YouTube got shut down, which I don't think it will, I think it will literally take over television, because it already is. Because YouTube isn't like the only thing I want to do. Like, I want to branch out into like other mediums and explore other options and stuff while still doing YouTube. So that's why personally I hate the question of what are you going to do if YouTube gets shut down. Survive, find something new, explore my other options. I also will have a college degree. How do you draw the line between what you want to share and what is really private? I'm a lot more private than what people think. Like, people think that I put a lot of my personal life out on the internet, and that is very, very far from the truth. Nobody on the internet really knows what's going on in my life, my friends, my family, my relationship. Nobody really gets to see that, and I like to keep it that way, to be honest. If I'm going through like a personal struggle, I always think to myself like, okay, well, if I share this, could this potentially help someone else, like someone in my audience? Like, when I had a really, really awful semester, I made a whole video about it, and that way I was able to talk about it and help others through it, which was so awesome to see that so many people were like touched by my video. But there's just some things where I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable talking about this. I don't feel the need to share this with other people. I would like to keep this to myself. And so I do it. I don't ever push things out because it would bring me views or more content. I don't like that. What does it look like when you turn the camera off and on before you say hi and bye? This is me right before I say hi to the camera. Hi! And this is me right after I say bye to the camera. Bye! Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Why do you always say, tell us to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn bell notifications on? Engagement essentially is like liking, commenting, that kind of stuff. That helps us out so much. YouTube is all an algorithm, and it's all based on numbers and analytics and blah 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 stuff I don't understand. And essentially, like I mentioned, you're not paying for the content that you're watching unless you have like YouTube Premium or whatever, but still, you're not paying us directly. So just by giving us a like or subscribing or commenting if you want, that's like a little tip for us, just not monetary. Subscribing helps us because then you can be notified every single time that we post, but turning on bell notifications on really helps us because sometimes just subscribing, YouTube will not notify you all the time, and that hurts us. So like, imagine you put in all this work and effort into a video and hoping that people will enjoy, and then they can't enjoy because then nobody watches it. Yeah. And on that note, make sure that you like this video if you liked it, and also make sure to leave a comment because I read every single comment, even though it's kind of detrimental to my mental health, but I still kind of do it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be nasty, and if not, you're disgusting. Also make sure to turn on your bell notifications so that you know every single time I post, or else you are gross. If you want to follow me on my other social media like Instagram, Twitter, Depop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Rafiee. Also make sure to follow me on my TikTok. It is at Nikki Nasty, where I'm not bitter of other TikTokers. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go try and see if I can buy my soul back, because now that you mention it, I kind of would like it back. So, wish me luck. Bye!